Hey guys, Phobia again. So about 30 minutes ago, it looks like we got some updates to the Priest 10.1 tree. I'm gonna go over this with you guys and see what we got going on here. So that's gonna be good. It looks like a lot of shadow changes. Hop into it real quick. All right. Looks like MD got nerfed in half, so it was a second. Now it's a half a second. So shorter fast casts or longer fast time casts. Unfortunately, it'll be harder for RMP and Cupid and Jungle Cleaves. Psychic Scream and Void Tendrils AoE is uncapped now instead of having 5 enemies only. So that'll be good against pet cleaves, rooting them and clearing them. So that's good. Let's go ahead and jump down to some Shadow. I am a Shadow Priest. Shadow Word Death got nerfed, but it got buffed down here. So for Death Speaker build, this is a big buff, right? Having 38% nerf is, it's sucky, but 100% went from 150 to 250 on Shadow Word Death. Death Speaker goes based off of the 20% HP build, right? So, excuse me, guys. So this should work with Death Speaker realistically. So that's really good for Death Speaker build. It means our procs will do more damage. Mastermind increases the critical strike by double if you're running Mind Spike builds. Maddening Touch got a nice buff, making our Vampiric Touch do 10% more damage. Or dot damage is a plus for us. Whispering Shadows no longer causes Shadow Crash to generate Insanity. I think that's a big... I don't like that change, mainly because it's already hard enough to get Insanity built up for Devouring Plague, so this is like that. I'm assuming it's from PvE, but we'll have to see. We're going to have to keep going. I don't know why that is. Mind Spike, Insanity, and its generation got nerfed. I don't know why. It already does like no damage in my opinion, but again, I'm thinking this is from PvE. The good thing is we weren't running Mind Spike anyways. Mental Decay now increases the damage of Mind Flay and Mind Spike. So this could be good with us having to run Mind Flay. It looks like builds in Arena and in Solo Shuffle. This is good. It gives us an option to maybe run this and get 10% more. So that will be a plus. And there's we can stack that on with other buffs. So this could be good for big Mind Flay Insanities. Because it says it increases the damage of Mind Flay, which should realistically make Mind Flay Insanity stronger too, so that could be good. Unfurling Darkness and Mental Decay have swapped positions on the talent tree. This actually might be good to allow us to get to Mental Decay and Unfurling Darkness, because they're moving Mental Decay somewhere else, so that could be a plus for us. We'll have to see. Mind Devourer got buffed by damage and its trigger effect, so that's really good. And Devouring Plague got a 5% buff off that. But the only downside is it's under Ancient Madness, and Ancient Madness is, in my opinion, not worth going in 10.1 since it's nerfed in half. So essentially, you have to get one useless talent to get this. It's a great ability, but I don't think I'm going to realistically go it because of the useless talent. Mind Flay damage from Auto Cthulhu reduced by 25%. We tested this on stream, and I felt like it didn't proc enough. So... oh my god. Inescapable Torment damage reduced by 40%. 40%! That has to be from PvE. Specifically, like that cleave has to be insane in PvE. Good thing is I wasn't running this on my build on the PTR. But I was talking about maybe possibly running it. But it must be really good in PvE. And that's why it's nerfed. That's sad. Well, let's keep reading, guys. Inescapable Torment increases the duration of Mindbender by 0.7, so that got nerfed. Voidbolt Insanity got nerfed. Come on, what? Like, it's already hard enough for our Insanity to get out there in PvP, but now they're nerfing it more. Like, all of our Insanity generators are reduced now. What are they doing? There better be some PvP changes coming up. Voidbolt now updates the maximum duration of Shadow or Pain and Vampiric Touch so that the remaining durations are more easily understood. So just quality of life for tooltip. Mindbender and Shadow Fiend generate less Insanity. Freaking great. Sword Reality increases Devouring Plague by 8? Was 20? And increases Insanity cost by 10. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that maybe? Maybe that's... I can't tell if this is a plus or not. I can't tell if this is a plus. It's still... we didn't have this to begin with. It gave us a buff. It costs... actually, this is a buff. The Store Reality costs 10 less, does 8% more damage, but it still lasts 12 seconds, right? With a reduced cost. So this is probably a big... this probably makes the Store Reality a must-have on top of the other buffs to Devouring Plague, because yeah, it's over half reduced damage, but the cost is also less. And since the duration is 12 seconds, this makes this even more of a ability to get it up, which also means the fact that Devouring Plague costs less on this build. Some of these nerfs to Insanity aren't that big now. Like, they're still big, but not as big. So this is probably a good change. I like this. Good. Devouring Plague extends the duration of Void Form by 2.5 instead of 2, so that's a buff. Void Torrent now is a 45-second internal cooldown instead of 60. That's great. That means we don't have to run... oh, man, what's the ability? The one that... Malediction, right? We don't have to run Malediction. So that's good. Unfurling Darkness damage increase... What? Unfurling Darkness's damage is increased by 75%. That's a great PvP talent right there. That on-hit Unfurling Darkness is going to be insane. We like that. We like that a lot. Here, Mind Melt is now a 1-point talent. We don't run. That's the Mind Spike one. Malediction is now 1. Oh, sweet. So it's a 1-point talent, and it's automatically down 45 seconds. So we could technically go Malediction and get a 30-second Unfurling Darkness. Although I don't think it will be needed, because I think the 45 seconds is perfect because it lines up with the rest of your damage. But you could run this in like a shadow play and just consistently throw out Void Torrent. So could have a good use there, but we'll have to see. Inescapable Torment is now 1-point talent. Gross. Casting Void Torrent now always triggers out of Bethune. Oh, shit. Well, how much is the nerf by again? Hold on. Where was it nerf? It was reduced by 25%, but it's always proccing out of Cthulhu. This might actually be worth it, because then you can, since you have that free talent from Malediction, because it's already 45 seconds, which is already what the duration I had in the build was, that means every 45 seconds you have a Void Torrent with a Cthulhu Mind Flay, right? Even though it's nerfed, it's still a big amount of damage to apply to your Void Torrent, and your on hits are going to hit a lot harder. So that actually could be the new build. I'm going to test it. I'll let you know. Inescapable, we saw this. Vampiric Embrace no longer triggers from Psychic Link damage. Vampiric Embrace no longer triggers hallucinations. Okay, so one thing I'll tell you guys right now. I had no idea that Embrace even triggered from Psychic Link damage. I didn't know if you popped your VE heal that you got healed from Psychic Link. To this day, did not know that. So that's good. Good to know for me. I had no idea. All right. Player versus player. Let's see here. Hardiness Orc racial stun duration has been reduced by 50% in PvP combat. We knew it was coming, or else everyone would have to go Orc. So this is a good change. It sucks for Orcs players, but it's needed for next patch. I like this. Let's go to Priest. New PvP talent. Absolute Faith. Leap of Faith also pulls the spirit of the 3 furthest allies within 40 yards. Shields all allies affected. Oh my god, so they took it from a Spirit Link to a shield. That sucks. That sucks, okay. Mind Spike damage is now increased by 25%, so they got rid of that. Mind Spike Insanity damage is now increased by 30%, so 5% buff there. Mind Flay and Mind Flay Insanity damage. Oh! That's huge! That's big! 30 Mind Flay and Mind Flay Insanity damage is now increased by 30% in PvP combat. On top of the other Mind Flay builds. Oh my gosh. That's big. Mind Flay Insanity is already chunky. 30%, guys. Damn. There's no way we don't run that now. I'm really excited to test this out. Damn. Okay. Death Speaker increases the damage of Shadow Word Pain. So Shadow Word Death got nerfed by 15% in PvP, 38% altogether, right? So like 50%, but then when it procs, it does 100%, 150 to 250. So realistically, it's doing like 60-ish% more damage off the top of my head. I mean, I can't really do that like changing of math, like going up and then changing and going down. Can't do it in my head. Somebody knows the exact percentile, go ahead and link it in the comments below. But still a buff to our proc and our buff to our insanity. This actually seems pretty insane. Let's go back up to what we went over here. So we got a buff to Shadow Word Death right here, which goes from our Death Speaker. We got a 10% damage buff to our Vampiric Touch. We got Mental Decay increasing Mind Flay damage if we go it. We got Unfurling Darkness hitting for 75% more on hits. That could be a great on hit. Void Torrent being a baseline 45 seconds. So essentially, if you had one Malediction point. And then Distorted Reality making Devouring Plague hit for 8% more and cost less and last twice as long. So that's really cool. And Devouring Plague extending our Void form. Void Torrent. Where's it at? Casting Void Torrent now always triggers out of Cthulhu, so we're probably going to spend that extra point we would have put in Malediction, drop that 1 point down to Cthulhu. Even though it got nerfed, that's more burst because we already were going 1 point for 45-second goes. So just makes our 45-second go stronger. This is exciting, guys. All right. Well, pretty sure that's all the changes. It looks like, yeah. All right, so I'm going to test these out and try to see how this works. Make sure you guys catch me live at twitch.tv/aphobiagaming. I'm gonna put a new build together. Pretty excited about this. Still waiting for Void Origins to be baseline. Blizzard, you there? All right, guys.